YouTube, and welcome back. This is another episode of Book Rantings and Ratings, where we're going to try and hook you up to find you your next favorite book or your next addictive book series. We're here today. We're talking about The Cases That Haunt Us. It's by John Douglas with Mark Olshaker. Now, John Douglas, if you don't know who he is, he was an FBI profiler. He actually, really he didn't invent profiling, but he really brought it up to that next level. He's been called a modern-day Sherlock Holmes and all these other things. His first book was Mindhunter, and they tried to make it into a Netflix series. The Netflix series really didn't have a lot to do with the book, but he goes through and explains basically how profiling actually works, how to see into these criminal minds of serial killers, arsonists, just the worst of the worst. This guy tracked him with the FBI his entire career, and he's written several books. Mindhunter is really well known, so I didn't really want to put that out there. I think most people who are into true crime books have probably at least seen that or heard of it. This is one of his lesser knowns, and I absolutely love this book. The Cases That Haunt Us, he takes a look at Jack the Ripper, number one. He goes back, he looks at the old case files, and actually does basically just a profile on what he would think Jack the Ripper would be had it been a modern-day murder. He looks at a couple other famous cases, the Lindberg Baby Kidnapping, which of course, if you're into the FBI, saw the movie J. Edgar. I really didn't know a lot about that case, and this book really brought it forward. It has so many details, so many insights, that I'm actually kind of a fan of that case now, if that even makes sense. He looks at the Jon Bennett Ramsey murder, and has just some really, really tight stuff to say on that. He looks at a few other ones, but again, if you're a true crime fanatic, if you're at all interested in how the FBI profiles these people, the psychology that gets involved into it, and just, exactly how much you can tell about a serial offender or a killer or, just these really whacked out people just by the things that they do, looking at their behavior, understanding the difference between signature and modus operandi and all this other kind of stuff. This book is for you. I absolutely loved it. I have loaned it out to people before and almost had to fight them to get it back. As you can see, I did. It's back on my bookshelf. 4 stars, 2 thumbs up, flag waving, tip of my hat. I love this book. I actually love all the books that John Douglas has done, so if you've read this one, Google. He's done them on the BTK Killer. He's done one that's just on motive, completely about where motive comes from, things like that. Again, huge fan of John's work. So yeah, go ahead, check it out. We will drop a link down in the description, so you can find it right there on Amazon. If you like our reviews, quick, down, dirty like this, 2 minutes or less, is what I always try and shoot for, please like, subscribe. It helps out the channel. Alright, that's it. See you next time.